Hi everyone. Tonight my sixth video is going to be about the first bikes. Now, everywhere we hear people saying you can't start with a 600, you can't start with a liter, you have to go start with the scooter, buy the 100cc, 250, and then 500, 600, and things like that. So, which is actually true to some point. It has truth to it at some point, but on the other hand, it doesn't matter what you're riding. If you're not riding it right, you're gonna do the same accident with every bike. I mean, it's going to be pretty similar to each other, believe me. I myself started with a liter bike. It was my first bike was a liter bike, and I said to myself, I don't want to wait, riding other bikes for like a couple of years and then, go up to a liter. What I'll do is, I'll just, work with some dumbbells, get stronger, and just be smart, ride it slow. At the end of the day, the gas is in your hand. If you don't go fast, you don't go fast with a liter bike either. You know what I mean? And on the other hand, if you don't have control on yourself, you'll probably crash with a smaller bike too. The only problem with the liter bike for the beginners is the major problem is the weight of it. When you're riding slow, if you're not experienced, and if you have control in yourself, if you're very careful, then I believe that you can start with a 600 or a liter bike. I would actually, recommend the 600 anyway, but you can even start with a liter bike. But again, you have to be very careful. If you think that you have control in yourself, you can start with that. But the problem is the weight. These bikes are heavy. When you're going slow and when you're trying to make tight turns, that's the part that really is risky. You may drop the bike, you may lose control at slower speeds, easier than going fast. Also, riding these bikes, there is one thing that you really have to know is the counter steering. I mean, if you don't know counter steering, don't consider getting a larger bike and practice on smaller ones, because without knowing the counter steering, this to get this bike into a turn and lean is like trying to knock down a bull. It's very strong and it's big, so you gotta know the technique to lay it down on the turn to lean the bike. If you don't know it, you will probably just go straight and crash. So those are two things that are extremely important. To be able to control it in slower speeds and tight turns, to be able to bear with the weight of the machine, and also to be able to know the technique to lean with these bikes. So those are the most important things. As long as you know those things, as long as you're physically strong enough and fit, and if you have control in yourself, you can easily start with a larger bike and learn on a larger bike. That's what I did, and I'm pretty happy with my decision, even though I made some mistakes and I was lucky at some occasions. Again, those were the times that I really lost my control and did something stupid. So, yeah, thanks for listening.